So, good evening, teacher. Today, we are on our assignment to interview our beloved HR manager. Me and Jiashen, we will both interview our HR manager together. I'm Kenzo, this is Jiashen, and I'll let Chris to introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Christopher. I am the HR manager from Oaxaca Sandran Berhad.
Now, I will let Jiashen begin to ask his questions.
Hello, I'm Jiashen, and I would like to begin by asking you, how do you address underperformance caused by disengagement rather than skill gaps in your company?
When an employee is underperforming because they are disengaged, our company makes sure they have a conversation with them to figure out what's going on. Sometimes it's because they don't feel challenged or supported by our colleagues. We will try to offer role adjustments, mentorship, and other opportunities that can help them reconnect with their work.
Okay, thank you. Now I would like to ask another question, which is, how does employee recognition help maintain morale and prevent disengagement in your company?
For my company, we believe that recognition plays a big part in keeping people motivated. We do that by regularly appreciating and acknowledging our employees' efforts and make them feel valued and we always remind them that their work matters. It's a simple but effective way to keep their morale high and to prevent disengagement.
Okay, thank you. And following that, I would like to ask you about, how do you promote diversity and inclusion in your team? So how does it affect employee retention?
We do that by putting effort into hiring people from different backgrounds, different races, and different culture. We want to make sure that everyone feels included and respected in the workplace. We do this by creating an environment where different perspectives are welcome. Employees feel more connected and satisfied, which also helps with the retention.
Okay, thank you so much. And moving on to the another question, which is, what strategies align with individual employee goals with the company's objectives?
I think it's important for us to check in with employees regularly to make sure their personal goals are in sync with our company's overall goals and company's vision and our culture. This way, everyone in the company feels like they are working towards something meaningful, both for themselves and the company, which keeps people more motivated.
Okay. Now, another question, which is, how do you handle conflict resolution to maintain a positive work environment?
There are conflicts that happens in Oaxaca. When conflicts arise, we encourage people to open their discussions so that everyone can express their concerns. If things aren't resolved that easily, we step in to mediate and help both sides find a solution. This helps maintain a positive atmosphere and keep the team productive.
Okay. Now I'll be asking you, what factors influence an employee's decision to stay or leave the company?
For me, I feel like there are several factors that influence whether employees stay or leave. It includes career growth opportunities, feeling appreciated, enjoying the work culture, and getting fair compensation for their work. These are all crucial. When employees feel like they are growing and valued, they are more likely to stay with the company.
Okay. Then I would like to ask you, how does your organization support continuous learning and upskilling?
Oaxaca provides employees with plenty of opportunities to learn and develop new skills. We organize workshops and training sessions to access learning platforms. We also encourage our employees to upskill so they can grow in their roles and within Oaxaca.
Okay. Now for my last question, what role does leadership training play in boosting engagement and reducing quiet quitting in your company?
We take our leaders very important in Oaxaca, and leadership training is very important to us because it helps build our managers have It helps them to build a better relationship with managers and our teams and our employees. A strong connection between managers and employees can prevent disengagement, disagreement, and it minimizes the entire quiet quitting concept. Good leadership plays a big part in creating an engaged workforce in Ohako. At least that's what we believe.
Okay, thank you for answering all my questions. Now I'll pass it on to Kenzo because he also has some questions for you. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Jashan, for having your questions. Now I'm going to be asking the HR manager my questions. So firstly, right, there are many meanings for quiet quitting, but for you personally, right, what does it mean by quiet quitting?
For me personally, in my experience of being a HR manager, quiet quitting happens when employees stop putting in extra effort at work. They only do what's required, but they're not emotionally invested in their job anymore. They don't go above and beyond for their roles and their job and their responsibilities. This can affect their overall performance and contribution to the team.
Oh, I see. Okay, for my next question, right, share with me your experience regarding employees who have shown signs of quiet quitting within your company.
There are employees in Ohako that has shown some signs. I've seen quiet quitting show up in a few ways. Some employees might stop volunteering for extra tasks. They might communicate less with their team or their managers, or they just seem less involved in general. It often looks like a drop in initiative and engagement.
I see. Next, right, in your opinion, what are the human resource related factors within the organization that contribute to the employees quiet quitting?
I feel like there are several HR related factors that can lead to employees doing this whole quiet quitting thing. The factors are lack of recognition, unclear job expectations, poor management, and limited career growth, as I've mentioned earlier. These are some of the common reasons. When employees don't feel valued or they don't see a path forward, they become disengaged as they're just lost.
I see. Understand. So, right, in your company Ohako, right, how does your company currently respond to employee quiet quitting?
When we see signs of quiet quitting in our employees, our approach as the HR team is to address it through open conversations and performance review. We will try to understand each company's concerns and their side of the story and their whole responsibility. And we will try to provide them with opportunities for growth and new challenges that can reignite their interest in their job role in Ohako.
I see. Next, right, how does quiet quitting impact on the work and organizational outcomes?
I think quiet quitting can hurt productivity and the entire team morale. When an employee disengages, it affects not just their individual work, but also overall performance of the entire team at Ohako. Example, projects can slow down and the energy in the workplace might drop, which isn't good for everyone. Because at Ohako, we believe that the working environment is really important for all of our employees.
I see. Then, in your opinion, right, how important is employee retention in your company, and how do you see it relating to organizational success for Ohako?
I think employee retention is really important for Ohako's success. High turnover can be disruptive and costly. When employees stay long term, they contribute more to the company's success because they know the culture, the goals, and how to get things done effectively and efficiently. They are also familiar with the environment, the workspace, the company's vision and mission, and the culture.
I see. So have there been any instances where you successfully identified and intervened with employees who are quietly quitting? And if so, right, what strategies or actions do you take?
We actually had an employee that showed signs of quiet quitting. So me and my team, we took a proactive approach. We had a one-on-one discussion to understand the reasons behind the signs, and we went over it and we discussed on like the ways we can help them and how it can be better for their situation. Whether it's offering new challenges, clearing career path, and simply recognizing their efforts, we aim to re-engage them.
I see. So for my last question, right, bonus question, in your 20 years of working in Oaxaca and other places, right, have you personally experienced quiet quitting? For you, like, have you ever experienced quiet quitting in your own working experience?
Yes, many.
I see. Can you give me some examples of what you did when you experienced this quiet quitting personally?
As I mentioned earlier, we will have a one-on-one discussion with our team and that employee which are showing signs. And we will try to figure out a solution on how we can help them better. And we will also look into their case proactively, because we believe that every employee is really important to us.
I see. Okay, that is all for my questions. I think me and Jiaxun have finished asking you all our questions, and I think that is all for us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I know you're busy, but thank you, HR manager. Okay,
no worries.
Thank you.